Hey, how are you doing tonight? Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see everybody. It's great to be seen. Been doing some new things here inside the new and improved studio. This corner of my world. We're here to welcome you to Snapshot Sacramento this week at the theater for April 4th, 2023. Wow, month number 4. We're cooking right along. And there's lots of cool things happening. If you will notice, we have a new announcement on the front of our screen because SARTA is getting ready to have a cabaret. And it's going to happen at the end of this month. And I'm going to bring you more information about that really, really soon in this broadcast. So stay tuned. But I wanted to put a new front up for ourselves so we could start talking about that. The information's already up on our website, sarta.com. You can go and find out about under the events page about this cool cabaret experience we're going to have. It's leading us into our Big Day of Giving event, which is going to be happening on May the 4th. Yes, it's May the 4th. Be with you. I know it's hokey, but it's fun. Come on now. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of the other amazing things that are happening in local theater this week and in the coming weeks, because there's a lot of things coming up. But we've got some really important things to share with you first. So let's get started, eh? All right. Again, we are the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. We love bringing you all the latest and greatest things that are happening in community theater. Community theater is alive and well and thriving in our area. So this is really fun to be able to announce some of these special events and good announcements that are going on for what's happening. So I'm just going to start with the cabaret, because the cabaret is going to be outstanding. So yes, it's coming soon. Save the date. It's going to be April 29th at 7 p.m. We're going to be hosted by Parkside Community Church at 5700 Southland Park Drive in Sacramento. There's going to be free refreshments, so we'll have nice warm drinks and maybe a few cold drinks and some really great cookies to nosh on. For more information and to purchase your tickets, you can visit sarta.com. And the tickets are going to be really great prices. Ooh, wow, I guess I could have made that a little bit bigger. But the children's prices are going to be $5. Where else can you take your children out for an evening for $5? And yes, this is going to be totally kid-friendly, because we're going to be reviewing some of our most favorite songs from some of our favorite animated childhood films. We've got so much great musical talent in our area, and so many of them have stepped up to say, hey, I want to be a part of this cabaret. We're so jazzed. I met with a lot of them last Friday. They're so jazzed. So I cannot wait to share this with you. Senior tickets are going to be $15. So if you qualify in that senior area, we're going to give it to you for 60 and over, $15. And then adult tickets, or any of you other adults or adult leaning folks there, are $20. So it'll be a great evening of entertainment for not a lot of money and going toward a good cause. This is going to help jumpstart our soiree into the big day of giving. We're looking at raising money for our scholarship program and our theater stipend program. Our scholarship program has already started giving out money this year, and I'm so excited for that. The board just approved another scholarship the other night. It was great. So please come support us, be a part of this. Save the date. April 29th, 7 o'clock in the evening, Parkside Community Church. It's going to be on our website, so you'll see it there. If you're already getting our newsletter, it's going to be in the newsletter, so you can look for it there. So we won't let you forget. I'm going to keep telling you about it every week until you get those tickets, okay? And they're already up for sale, so you can buy them now, all right? Why wait? Why wait? You know you want to come. So get ready for this amazing event. We're still looking for some volunteers, and I think I shared with you last time, community theater is all about the volunteers. Everybody pretty much is a volunteer, because community theater means nobody gets paid. Nobody's making a check off of any of this. We're doing it for the love and joy of theater, but that also means sometimes we need some help. So Celebration Arts has actually put out a call asking for some people to please, if you can, come and help. They need ushers, people to help take tickets and find seats and get people settled so they can enjoy a good evening of theater. They need stage managers. There's so much that goes on backstage that you, the audience, doesn't see. But there's a person who controls all that. No, it's not the director, believe it or not. It's the stage manager. They're such an important part, because once that show takes off, the stage manager just makes sure everything keeps running. And they need folks like that who can volunteer their time to come down and support them. They need box office staff, someone who's there to answer phones, help take tickets, help direct people for the next set of shows that are coming up. And they need light and sound techs. If you've ever been interested in doing something like this might be a great opportunity for you to learn how to do this. If you have any talent already in this area, this would be a great time for you to help. So consider that. Celebration Arts is asking for volunteers. So contact them at their website and let them know, hey, I'd be down to help you guys out, okay? And there's always some good theater in it for you. So let's get those headshots and resumes together, all right? Get your best look on, because it's time to talk about auditions. And we're going to start with an emergency casting situation. I shared this audition before. Resurrection Theater is still looking for some folks for their fall shows that are coming, fall and winter shows. The fall show is They're Out. Or Take Me Out, sorry, got the name wrong. Take Me Out, which is a baseball related one, but they're looking for someone really specific. They need a player to play the part of Takeshi Kawabata. Now, yes, if you are of Japanese descent, Asian descent, or can affect that look, that would be great. If you speak Japanese, that would be even better. But it's not a necessity. They're looking for someone who can fulfill this part of this role. If you think you can do this, please email them, erinmorino@gmail.com, or contact them via their website, Resurrection Theater. They're looking for someone to fill that part. This sounds like you. Let them know. They're also still looking for one more person to play the part of Jake in a show called Straight White Men. They need somebody in their mid to late 30s, straight white man, to play this part. Again, if you're interested, please let them know. Get in touch with them at resurrectiontheater.com and see if you can fit in to be a part of these amazing casts for these great shows that are coming up. I happen to know that neither one of these shows are opening before August of this year, so you've got time. Get in there and let them know that you want to be a part of this, okay? All right, that's our emergency casting. Let's see what else we have. Chautauqua Playhouse is doing auditions for their production of Arsenic and Old Lace. This is a comedy. It's a dark comedy. If you've ever seen the movie, and there's been 2 iterations of the movie, it's absolutely hysterically funny. Arsenic and Old Lace, they're doing their auditions on Monday and Tuesday, April 3rd. So they auditioned already yesterday, but they're auditioning tonight as well. So, if you're watching this and you want to get down there, better book it right now, because they're auditioning tonight as well at Chautauqua Playhouse for Arsenic and Old Lace. So this is the one and only time I'll talk about this. I know sometimes these auditions come up right as we're getting ready to do a broadcast, and it's like, well, I'm going to tell everybody about it. If they can get down there, maybe they can make it in for the audition. So I hope you can do that. It's at the La Sierra Community Center in Carmichael. Arsenic and Old Lace. Sutter Street Theater is having their auditions for their production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And it's going to be on Saturday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. I will be bringing this one back again to remind people of it as it's coming up. It's going to be a review of songs and vignettes based on the beloved Charles Schulz comic strip. I don't think there's anybody in the world who doesn't know what Peanuts is, unless you've been like existing under a rock somewhere. Come on, you got to know what this is. So you want to audition for this. This is such a feel-good, wonderful show with great songs. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown at Sutter Street Theater on Saturday, April 22nd at 10 a.m. Also, save the date for Sweeney Todd auditions. If you want something a little darker, a little more, let's face it, Sweeney Todd has its funny moments, but it has its very dark moments too. So Sunday, April 30th, or Monday, May 1st. So this is at the end of the month. Sunday, April 30th, or Monday, May 1st at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be directed by Steve Isaacson, and this is put on by the Davis Musical Theater Company. So DMTC is putting on Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. So get yourself together and get down there for that audition. Here's another audition, also at the end of the month. Auditions on April 29th and again on May 1st for Silent Sky. And this is going to be held up at the Volcano Theater Company. It's a play by Lauren Gunderson, and it's actually based on a true story. And they're looking for 4 women, 30s to 50s, and 1 man, 30s to 40s. Auditions are going to be at 2 p.m. on April 29th and at 6 p.m. in the Volcano Theater on May 1st. So the performance will be in August of this year, so you've got plenty of time to get your rehearsal together for Silent Sky at the Volcano Theater Company. Those are the auditions we have for right now, so let's take a look at what's playing currently, because we've got some great shows in the works right now. Still playing right now is Ms. Holmes and Ms. Watson, Apartment 2B, by Kate Hamill. This is going to be playing through April 16th, and this is at the Sophia Theater downtown, one of our premier beautiful theaters downtown. So you can go down, get your tickets, and have a check out Ms. Holmes and Ms. Watson, Apartment 2B. I don't know, you think it might be a knockoff on some of the items by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? I think it might be. This is another one that has been getting some interesting reviews too. Really poignant, very timely, and kind of heart-wrenching. This is at Capitol Stage, Heroes of the Fourth Turning. Heroes of the Fourth Turning. And it harkens back to something that happened a few years ago when they had the white supremacist riots in Charlottesville. So it focuses on four friends who are getting together for a reunion at their conservative Catholic alma mater in Wyoming. And as the party goes late into the night, they start talking about all their beliefs and their place in the world. And their reunion sort of devolves into what they call a vicious fight and spirals into clashing politics and spiritual chaos and much of the things we're experiencing right now in a lot of ways, right? So, on a chilly night in the middle of America, Will Aubrey's haunting play offers grace and disarming clarity, speaking to the heart of a country at war with itself. And sometimes, theater shines a light on not only all the things that are good and amazing about who we are as humans, but sometimes all the things that are challenging, dark, and not so pretty about who we are. Heroes of the Fourth Turning. I'm sure it'll make you think. Here's another one that'll make you think. Some dark world experiences from another time period. This is Sierra College's presentation of The Crucible, and it's getting ready to close pretty soon. Its last time is going to be April 16th, so you've got a little bit longer to get your tickets to go see The Crucible up at Sierra College Theater Arts Department. So get your tickets now for this one. This one just opened, and I promised myself I am going to get to see this show. It's supposed to be absolutely hysterical, and I missed it the last time someone did it. I'm going this time. I really, really am. Hand to God. You got talking sock puppets going through existential crises. Come on. You know that stuff's funny. They call it an unholy comedy featuring a foul-mouthed puppet. So, R25 Theater Group, which is a newly formed theater group, is putting this on. Go out there and support them. Tickets are $20. It's on Fridays and Saturdays at 7 in the evening and on Sundays again at 2 o'clock. Hand to God. Go and let the talking hand puppets, sock puppets, entertain you for a while. Come on, it sounds wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, because there are puppets, do not think this is a children's show. They have put a caveat on here. This show contains adult language and themes and is not suitable for children. It's like I tell people, not everything animated is a cartoon for kids. Not everything with puppets necessarily means that you should take your children to them. This is not the Muppets, y'all, okay? They'll have concessions available. Parking is free around the theater. Go see Hand to God. So that's what's happening right now. Let's see what's coming up soon in our theater area. We've got a fair few things that are getting ready to open, and they should be quite wonderful. Starting with this one. If any of you are familiar with the Green Valley Theater Company, you know that they are always open to put on something new, different, and just downright wonderfully entertaining. Their innovative ideas and their knack for bringing things to the stage that people just haven't seen before is wonderful. And this is not going to be, I know you think you've seen Romeo and Juliet. It says Romeo and Juliet. This is Romeo and Juliet, the 80s rock musical. Yes, they have taken a great deal of the dialogue out and replaced it with 80s rock music. They said essentially they've taken Shakespeare's timeless love story and turned it into an MTV music video. What can't go wrong with that? That's going to be wonderful. They said they've got screaming rock vocals and high energy dance and face-melting guitar solos. All to Shakespeare. You know you want to go see this, right? You know you want to go see it. I'm going to go see this. It's going to be wonderful. Romeo and Juliet, the 80s rock musical. This is going to open on the 21st of April. So in a few weeks, got a few more weeks, and you can go and see this, and it's going to play through May 14th. Green Valley Theater Company, they're putting on their production at Westminster Presbyterian Church. They are, as their artistic director likes to call them, a peripatetic theater company, which means they don't have a permanent stage. They use stages wherever they can find stages, and they found a stage over at Westminster Presbyterian Church. If you've never been there, it's kind of interesting. The first time I went to a performance there, I was like, wait, there's a theater on the second floor of this church back here? It's really big and it's really amazing. So go see this production, Romeo and Juliet, the 80s rock musical by Green Valley Theater Company. Warp and Woof, Dogs in Space, is playing this weekend, and R25 Theater Group at the California Stage is going to have people down there. This is a fundraiser. A food raiser. It's a food raiser. They're asking for donations of pet food, and the pet food donations are going to go to the Front Street Shelter. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to get pet food, cat food or dog food. They're really asking for more cat food. Lots of people bring dog food, more cat food. They have kitties there too that need food, that they're going to bring and donate to the Front Street Shelter. So when you go to get your tickets for Warp and Woof, make sure you remember to stop by the store and get some dog food or cat food to bring down to donate. Again, they're raising food for the Front Street Shelter with this show. It's going to be wonderful. And I happen to know that on Saturday, for that particular show, some of our representatives from SARTA are going to be there serving hot cocoa and cookies. You should go get hot cocoa and cookies, bring some pet food down, and enjoy seeing Warp and Woof, Dogs in Space. And if that wasn't wonderful enough for you, we've got Winnie the Pooh coming up. This will open on April 15th and play through May 6th. It's going to be at the Sophia Theater downtown. And you know this timeless tale of Christopher Robin and his best friend, that silly old bear Pooh. They're going to bring it to life on stage at the Sophia by A.A. Milne. And it's been an adapted by Sean Patrick Neill. It should be wonderful. Winnie the Pooh stories are so great. I can remember the first time I ever heard them was when I was in 3rd grade, back in, and it was just as endearing then as it is now. So, Winnie the Pooh, what's not to love? The Unitarian Universalist Society of Sacramento and Theater One are presenting their performance called Green Room Confidential, Unvarnished Tales of Women in Theater. These performances are going to start on Friday, April 21st and run through May 7th of this year, with Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. and a Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock. The Universal Unitarian Society of Sacramento is located at 2425 Sierra Boulevard. Their tickets are $23, general and seniors are $18, and you can get the tickets at greenroomticketleap.com. That's greenroomticketleap.com for tickets to Green Room Confidential. They made a note also. This show contains adult content. Ages 18 and up recommended. So again, not for the children. This is adult viewing, but it should be great fun. Here's another one that also should be great fun. This is opening at the Sophia B Street Theater, April 26th, and it's playing through June 4th. It's called Brokeology by Nathan Lewis Jackson. They say it's a tender look at the King family at the crossroads. The gentleman is now widowed and lives in the same house where he and his wife raised their 2 sons. And as he's dealing with the challenges of getting older, the boys must face the prospect of taking care of their father while also pursuing their own dreams. And how can the family overcome these trials? With love, a little sibling rivalry, and most of all with humor. The tickets for preview are $20. It's going to be Wednesday and Thursday, April 26th and 27th. So you can get the tickets for $20 on those nights. And then opening night will be Friday, April 28th. So they're going to do a Wednesday and Thursday preview, like getting some people in seats to get some buzz around this show, called Brokeology by Nathan Lewis Jackson. City Theater has still got its play going on. It's called The Alchemist, and it will open on April 28th, and it will play through Saturday, May 13th. This will be the last show of the run for the season, for the semester, for City College. So the ticket prices are $18 for general admission and $15 for seniors and SARTA members and veterans and military personnel. And anyone with a disability. And if you're a student, it's only $10. So trying to give those students a break because, students are kind of broke. But you can go and see The Alchemist on stage at City Theater at Sacramento City College. Young Frankenstein is playing at the Woodland Opera House. This was going to open on April 14th, so in just another week or so, and it will play through May 7th. It's going to be on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, and then again on Sundays at 2 o'clock. Young Frankenstein, everybody has seen, well, I always like to think everybody has seen this, but it's one of my all-time favorites. Mel Brooks is hysterical. Come on. And if you haven't seen it already, you need to sit down and watch the movie and then go see the play, Young Frankenstein, at the Woodland Opera House. Here's another great comedy by Neil Simon. This one's called Prisoner of Second Avenue, and this is going to be put on at the Cobblestone Theater in Volcano. It opens on April 7th. That's this weekend, this Friday night. This one opens, and it's going to run through May 14th. Prisoner of Second Avenue. So get your tickets. It's going to be at the historic Cobblestone Theater, and they do sell out quickly. So you want to get onto the volcanotheater.net website and get your tickets for Prisoner of Second Avenue. Coming soon also to Chautauqua Playhouse is the show Sylvia. Sylvia is about a dog that endears itself to a couple, well, maybe partially endears itself to a couple. The street-smart mixture of lab and poodle becomes a major bone of contention between husband and wife. She offers Greg an escape from the frustrations of his job and the unknowns of middle age. And to Kate, Sylvia becomes a rival for affection. And Sylvia thinks Kate just doesn't understand the relationship between a man and his dog. Sylvia by A.R. Gurney, coming soon to Chautauqua Playhouse. Another one that's coming soon to Sutter Street, Harvey, the Invisible Rabbit. If you ever remember, let's see, it was Jimmy Stewart who played in this movie called Harvey. He kept seeing this rabbit and everybody just knew he was insane. They're bringing it back. It's by Mary Chase, directed by Annabelle Kaufman and Stephen Kaufman. It will open on April 14th. And play through May 14th on Saturdays and Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, and again on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. This is a Pulitzer Prize-winning comedy. It's been around for a while, and it's absolutely hysterical. Harvey is a puka, and if you don't know what that is, that's what you get to look up later on after we're all done with the stream. Look up what a puka is, but it's a really big 6-foot rabbit. I know. That's why nobody believes he's seeing this, right? Okay. So you can get your reservations at sutterstreettheater.com or give them a call to get your tickets for Harvey. Chautauqua Playhouse will be bringing a young people's classic to the stage, The Wind in the Willows. This is more of the saga of Frog and Toad. And you've probably seen some of those children's books. The Wind in the Willows is another one that brings more of the characters from their world into play. The badger, the mole, Ratty, and all the other inhabitants of the river. And they're going off on an adventure to try and keep Mr. Toad out of trouble, because Mr. Toad always seems to be finding himself in a very challenging situation. So The Wind in the Willows will open on April 22nd and play through May 6th. Celebration Arts is continuing its season by opening this Friday night, April 7th, by Alicia Harris, What to Send Up When It Goes Down. It's directed by Imani Mitchell, and it's a pageant, a ritual, a homegoing celebration, and in response to the physical and spiritual deaths of Black people as a result of racialized violence. This is another one that is poignant and speaks to the challenging times we're living in right now and how people continue to deal with just the trials of living in a country, in a space where just by their existence, they're not appreciated. So What to Send Up When It Goes Down by Alicia Harris, directed by Imani Mitchell, opening at Celebration Arts this Friday night, April 7th. Get your tickets. Award-winning playwright Victoria Goldblatt has now written and produced Voices. These are 6 short plays in search of one's authentic self. They call it a journey of discovery, joys, sorrows, and triumphs, compelling and poignant, current issues of today. Well, a lot of our plays that we're sharing with you right now are really speaking to what's going on in the lives of just real people in the world right now, because we need to examine that, and we need to examine that through art and in a number of ways, so that we can just understand how to cope with some of the challenges that we face all the time. So Voices is going to open on April 14th and play through April 23rd at the Howe Avenue Theater over on Cottage Way. You can get your tickets now by contacting Victoria Goldblatt Productions. Something lighter. Okay. Roseville Theater Arts Academy. Let's bring the children out to play. They're going to do Finding Nemo Jr. Yep, this is a Disney Pixar production. It's going to open on May 5th and play through May 13th at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy on Vernon Street in Roseville. Finding Nemo Jr. This is a youth and little ones workshop directed by Jennifer Vaughn and choreographed by Topeka Vaughn. So get your tickets ahead of time to go and see that. That should be great fun, Finding Nemo Jr. And let's keep going with what they've got going on at Roseville Theater Arts Academy, because they've got even more fun things happening. This one is called Sean Rooster and the Missing Magical Fiddlestick. Now, I have absolutely no idea what the missing magical fiddlestick might be, but Sean Rooster is looking for it. So this will be opening on Saturday, April 22nd, and it will run through Sunday, April 30th, also at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy over on Vernon Street in Roseville. So they always have some of the most fun and inventive young people's and children's productions over at Roseville Theater Arts Academy. If you've got young people that are looking for something to do for the summer, they also have a great summer program of workshops and classes and things like that that you can engage the children in. So think about that for your young people for this summer. It is not that far away, really. How many of you like the songs of Neil Sedaka? And don't say you don't know who that is, because there's so many songs that you could think of that you go, oh, that's him? Oh my gosh, I love this writer, this musician, this amazingly prolific person who's put so much on our, Billboard Top 40s over the years. This is called Breaking Up is Hard to Do, and it features the songs of Neil Sedaka. The Lincoln Theater Company is putting on this amazing production. It's going to be running starting April 28th through May 14th. And I'll be bringing more information on that, because they'll always release some more pictures too, so I'll change it up and give you some little peeks into what the production looks like. But Breaking Up is Hard to Do. If you want to go to the theater and sit there and bop and sing the songs while you're watching the show, this might be the one for you. Breaking Up is Hard to Do at the Lincoln Theater Company. Now, this one sounds really dramatic, but this is also up at Volcano. Should be so much fun. Beowulf and the Bard. Yeah, that's one of those wonderful ones that's from old tales. Beowulf is a very old tale. If you've taken literature courses, you may have read this at one time. But this is a comedy that updates the Old English epic about the warrior Beowulf and the first ever superhero, if you will. He kind of was going out there slaying dragons and things like that. The story is told through the eyes of the epic's writer, the bard, with a bad case of writer's block. So this is going to be funny. This is a June production, June 9th through July 8th, but the tickets are available right now. You don't have to wait. Put it on your calendar. Get your tickets now, and then you don't even have to think about it. You're going to go see Beowulf and the Bard in June up at the wonderful Volcano Theater Company. What else do we have? Silent Sky. I told you about the auditions for this a little while ago. Well, here's the play. We have to tell you, it's coming soon also. soon as August 11th for this one. Silent Sky will play August 11th through September 9th. But yes, the tickets are available right now. This is also a production by the Volcano Theater Company. Silent Sky, as I mentioned earlier, is a true story. This is the story of Henrietta Leavitt, and she's an astronomer that was way ahead of her time, and it's from the 1900s, so period piece. Henrietta has the opportunity to work at Harvard University as a human computer, but as a woman in the field, she works to overcome obstacles because women in science were not appreciated or acknowledged, and leads her to a scientific discovery that has profound and lasting impacts on the field of astronomy. I did not go and look. My first impression was, I'm going to Google her. And then I didn't, because I said, well, if I'm going to go see this show, I wanted to maybe just kind of unfold for me. So I wanted to go and see it. It's very much like I think of the movie Hidden Figures, and how these women worked in the background and never really got the credit they were due for all of the effort and work that they put in, because it just wasn't their world, especially back in 1900. So get your tickets for this production, Silent Sky, August 11th through September 9th, and the tickets are available right now. Volcano Theater Company is going to be very busy, and yes, I've pulled down the rest of their season because I think you should just plan for these kinds of things. If you know it's coming, you can put that in your calendar right away. They're going to be doing another Noel Coward comedy called Blithe Spirit. If you like ghosts and hauntings and all that fun stuff, you would probably enjoy this. This show is going to open in September 15th, and play through October 15th at Volcano Theater, in the historic Cobblestone Theater up there. They have two theaters. I think I've shared this before with you. If you go to Volcano, excuse me a moment. There we go. If you go to Volcano, they have the Cobblestone Theater on one side of the street, and it's this wonderful old building up there in the historic Main Street of Volcano. On the other side of the street is this massive amphitheater. That's the other theater. That's an open air amphitheater, so you can go there and see theater under the stars, amid the trees. I've been a couple times now, and it's just wonderful. You smell all the pine trees and everything at night, and it's so dark and so amazing. And yeah, if you have a chance to go to Volcano, you need to go to the theater up there. You either need to go to the Cobblestone or you need to go to the amphitheater. I would suggest you get tickets to go to both of them so you can experience it, because it's an amazing experience altogether. They're going to have this great comedy coming in September at Volcano Theater Company. Get your tickets. Get your tickets for these things. Support this community theater. Whew, that was a lot coming soon, right? We would love to let everybody know about your program, about your theater, about your special events, what's going on where you are, what's happening at your theater. Please let us know at sarda.com. Go to the website. There's the space that says auditions and shows. You can go to either one of those pages and put your information in. We will upload it to our community calendar. Or if you're looking for something to do, you can go to our website, check out the community calendar, because all these things that I'm telling you have been uploaded and listed there. So you can say, oh, that's playing this weekend. Hey, let's get some tickets and go to the theater. You should get some tickets and you should go to the theater. Support community theater. You know you want to. So get in touch with us. Let us know what we can do to help publicize your theater. We would love to have you on the show. You can come. We'll do an interview together, and then we'll make you part of the community conversations. We've had those before also. I'm always looking for folks who'd like to come on and tell us what you're doing at your theater. It would be great. And so contact us, please, sarda.com. Send us an email and say, hey, I would like to come and tell you what's happening at my theater company. I'd like to tell you about the amazing shows we're about to put on. and we'll get you in here, okay? All right. If you have not done so and you're out there right now on Twitch, please click the little heart and follow us. We would love to have you do that. And then every time on Tuesdays when I show up, you'll get a notice that says, hey, this week at the theater's coming on. Better get in there and find out what's going on. You can follow us on Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel. All of these shows get downloaded and put onto the YouTube channel for archives. So if there was something you missed one week, you can go back and look again. You can also go back and look at all of our community conversations that we've had on our YouTube channel too. SARTA Theaters. SARTA Theaters. That's where you have to go for Facebook, for YouTube, for any of it. It's SARTA Theaters, okay? Oh, guys, I will be back again next week telling you all about the cabaret. I'll have more information. Hopefully, I'll have some headshots to share with you so we can sort of tease what's coming at the end of the month. We would really like this to be a sellout event. So please, please, please connect with us. Let us know what we can do to support you and your community theater, because we're out there trying to do it. I'd love it if you would come support us by coming to the cabaret on April 29th. I will be telling you about it for the next few weeks, so you ain't tired of me talking about that one, but it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. All right. Well, I tell you this every week, and I hope you'll take me up on it. If you're out there and we see each other out, please say hello, and I hope I'm going to see you at the theater, okay? Get your tickets. There's cool stuff coming. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.